To Chirico, he's coming off of a loss, right? Abdul Razak Al Hassan, in kind of like a karmic justice way, knocks his fucking head off of his shoulders. Even though in the fight before that, he knocked Joaquin Buckley's head off of his shoulder. So it was just, yeah, it was karmic justice right there. But this is what I want to talk about. Before that, man, 3 losses. Zach Cummings, you get decisioned. Mahmoud Muradov, that's a great fighter, you get decisioned. Kevin Holland, you get decisioned, right? It is what it is. Now, if you're looking at his opponent, Roman Kopylov, he's off of a losing streak himself, right? Lost his last one to Albert Duraev, who is a great grappler. And then he lost to Carl Roberson. He got out-grappled by Carl Roberson, which I've already called before, right? I think it was the Khalil Roundtree fight where I was like, oh, Roberson's going to out-grapple him. And then what ended up happening? He just got demolished, right? But Robertson could grapple. That's the point that I'm making. Before that, 3-fight win streak outside of the UFC. Now, AJ, Roman Kopylov, in a normal situation, I would probably lean towards him if this wasn't Alessio Di Chirico, right? And the reason why is because in terms of a striker, man, Kopylov is as real as it gets, bro. This dude is nasty. He's dangerous. You look at the knockout prop, it's even between both. And I think that says a lot given that Di Chirico got heavy hands and legs and shins and the whole entire nine. Where have we seen him struggle, though, AJ? It's in the grappling, right? Look at the last 2 fights. Duraev and the other dude I just said, Carl Roberson, right? Those 2 fights. You get out-grappled. All right, now we got a little bit of a chink in the armor, I guess I should say, or, you know what I mean, just a blind spot. Pardon the stumbles. Alessio Di Chirico, man, very durable. Not getting knocked out very often, aside from his last fight, and you know what I mean? That is what it is. But if he can mix it up, so let's say he starts losing a little bit on the feet. If he can mix it up, that could be the X factor right there to be able to really take over this fight, man. So, like, in terms of just a better fighter, who do you think is the better fighter in this matchup?
The more well-rounded fighter, the better fighter. I'd have to give to Kiriko, man, because he's calculated, he's patient, very nice kicks. And what I like most about him, he has this very nice timing in the counters. He's willing to see things, use his eyes, get down there, and avoid the biggest shots of your opponent. And that's where I think is going to have his best moments in the fight going for this one is in those patients, seeing the long, because what I like about Kopylov, he does these very long combos, man. He'll piece together a 4-punch combo that looks smooth and fast and then hit you with a very stiff left hand at the end. But if Di Chirico can avoid that, see those punches coming, and then dip underneath, get to the hips, get to a takedown, or work some kind of clinch move, cut an angle, actually push him up against the cage, start working a clinch that way. That's where I see Di Chirico getting his best work in. And if you're looking for, big bombs, man, Di Chirico can hit you with hands and legs, whereas Kopylov, yeah, he has that kind of stuff too, but he likes to plant he's bouncy, and the attacks are coming. Kopylov likes to plant and then strike, and I feel like that's where Di Chirico can really shine, staying on those angles, cutting those angles off, and then really, doing the most of his damage. So if I had to give the more well-rounded fighter the better fighter, I would definitely say Di Chirico has that one, but don't count out Kopylov, man, because this dude can crack you. This dude, like I said, with those long combos, you get distracted by the 3-punch, and then out of nowhere, that stiff left hand comes across. That's when he hurts you.
Yeah, man, he's a dangerous southpaw. But AJ, I think it's only appropriate I do this real quick. Breaking news, folks, man. So you see the numbers right here. You see the odds, money line, minus 125 to Kiriko, plus 105 for Roman Kopylov. Well, if you take a look at ESPN right now or any other sports book, minus 110 a pop. It's a pick 'em, baby. So, hey, that might make me rethink things, but I won't. And the reason why is because now I see more value. I see much more value on Kiriko right here. Pick 'em odds right here, minus 110, even money. Give it to me all day for Kiriko, man. More durable. I don't think he's going to get knocked out by Kopylov, and he can grapple him. And, he has a tendency, a proficiency, maybe that's not the word, a propensity, that's the right word, to get the takedown. And, like I said, man, rack up some control time. I'm not going to say that this is a one-way traffic fight. I like Kopylov in the fight, but I like Kiriko as the more well-rounded fighter, just as you spoke about earlier, man. I think this is going to be a fun fight. I think that's really what it comes down to. This is just going to be a plain old fun barn burner fight. I like the Kiriko here, and I think we're gonna. Man, give me the decision, man. God damn, I don't want to do this. Because 3 decisions in a row, people are gonna be screaming bloody murder. Like, this is a terrible card. But give me the decision, because Roman Kopylov is gonna make this a fight, man. The only thing that worries me is gas tank just a little bit. You know what I mean? The gas tank does worry me just a little bit, but I think the Kiriko will get it done in a decision. Now the question is, do we want to just play it safe and take the minus 110? I think you should, folks. So this is my warning to you. Take the money line. Play the money line. Pick them. Value on Di Chirico. But if you really are like, I got to get a prop out there, plus 175 decision. AJ, how you see it?
Yeah, I think the money line, and this actual money line is shifting a lot, man. Because when I looked at it last, I think it was Di Chirico minus 105, Kopylov minus 110, and still the pick 'em. And then you can see these opening odds were a little bit different. Now they're shifting with the breaking news, man, minus 110 a piece. A lot of moving and shaking going on. So if you're gonna be actually laying down some money on this bet, you gotta go Di Chirico. Straight across the board, minus 110, or even if you're feeling like going Kopylov, go Kopylov money line either way. I'm rocking Di Chirico. And I think the safest bet, I agree with you, Derek, is that if you need to get a prop in, you need to get the prop. The plus 175 decision is very, very likely lucrative. I think that's the way to go. I'm gonna switch it up though, Derek. I'm taking the risky one, man. I'm going TKO. I'm going plus 485 just to switch things up, just so that way we're not three decisions across the board. Because do I think the TKO can happen? Yes. Do I think it's the most likely to happen? Not so much, but I do think it can happen. So I'm rocking with the possibility that we're gonna see some blood in there, man.
Yeah, take the shot, brother. You got to take the shot every time. I will just say the over and under on this one, 2.5 rounds. So when is this TKO happening for you?
Over and under 2.5 rounds. I'm taking the under round two.
Taking the under. Okay, there we go. And that over right there. I mean, you can't take it back now. You already get the pick, right? Minus 185 for the over. So I
Yeah.
will just say that. Plus 155 for the under on that one. Hey, barn burner fight. This is going to be a fun one, man.